Like and subscribe right now, or this spider will crawl on you when you're sleeping. This is the crash which resulted in the demise of two-time world champion Ayrton Senna.
Senna bateu forte. Ali na tamborelo. A batida muito forte.
That looks like one nasty crash. The McLaren car literally flew over the Sauber.
Top and third, Radion, and Magnussen has made up place to the head of Perez, ahead of Ocon, ahead of Verstappen. Wow! Chance to look because Fernando Alonso very well protected from. And there's locking up in a crash, and Fernando Alonso goes over the top there of Charlotte. And it's lights out, and away we to the top and third, Radion, and Magnussen has made up place to the head of Perez, ahead of Ocon, and there's locking up in a crash, and Fernando Alonso goes over the top there.
This is what happens when you don't leave space while racing.
And there's Max again, it's wheel to wheel, Hamilton and Verstappen, and this time Verstappen and Hamilton ahead. The two championship protagonists have taken each other. Moves across, did Verstappen have enough space in the initial
line finishes, and
hits the sausage curve as well. That's what throws it back into the path of Lewis and then up into the air. Hamilton comes out onto the right. No, he's not. And there's Max again. It's wheel to wheel. Hamilton and Verstappen. And this time Verstappen and Hamilton, championship protagonists, have taken each other.
That Ferrari driver would have not liked that one bit.
To take the right line
into Leclerc and ended up running over his own nose as he went over the bumpy bit of ground. Just not happy at all in these conditions for whatever reason. And
but David Coulthard in these appalling conditions. Oh God! A bit more circumspect about trying to pass him, but he is out. It is now the same as it was when the Belgian Grand Prix started.
in these conditions for whatever reason. And
but David Coulthard in these appalling conditions. Oh God!
That Red Bull car had no chance of avoiding the barrier.
Continent touch! Verstappen is out of the race, and that's a big crash into Cobbs! Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen coming together. Hamilton continues on. The touches, but it was enough, and look how the wheel has come loose from the rim as well. The tyres come loose from the rim.
I said it wasn't over yet, didn't I, as they came out of Luffield.
Was there a bit more room to the right?
If you like what we have so far, don't forget to like the video. Alright, here is the next clip. That has to be one of the most chaotic starts to a Grand Prix ever.
Ferraris are second and third, and Damon leads a race for the... Look at Fielder, and into the wall. Who was that?
Coulthard in the wall.
David Coulthard in the I have ever seen in the whole of my life. Back going round the outside.
Oh, and Hakkinen spun.
Spinning Hakkinen.
Smashing into each other. Look at Salo's car, his second big accident of the weekend.
The Ferraris are second and third, and Damon leads a race for the third. Look at Fielder, and into the wall. Who was that?
Coulthard in the wall.
David Coulthard in...
Here you can see the two Red Bull cars come a cromper in the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Lewis Hamilton tried one move too many times on his teammate and it cost him big time.
We go, and it's Nico Rosberg, and Hamilton's onto the grass, and Hamilton's had a massive crash, and he's crashed into his teammate. The two Mercedes come together as Hamilton tried to pass on the inside, and he can cover his hands over his eyes, and he won't want to see that again. We have the safety car out here, but the two silver arrows.
Luciano Berti's car literally flew up in the air.
With Montoya leading Ralf Schumacher. Michael made a dreadful getaway. He's a potential and unavoidable hazard. Luciano Berti's Prost is a wreck, but at least it's still the right way up. Michael Schumacher's Ferrari also has terminal injuries. 2 damaged cars and plenty of wreckage.
It's always a scary thing when fire is involved. Luckily, Romain Grosjean survived the crash.
Ready, nasty indeed, and unsurprisingly, that is a red flag. And that is that damage for Lando Norris. That's certainly damage, and a big... one car out there, and then Grosjean to the right-hand side. Whoa.
That's extraordinary.
The car, we can see
so
Roman.
Roman's getting himself, yeah, he was in the flames for a long time, wasn't he? That's a miracle.
I have not seen a car like that in my nasty indeed, and unsurprisingly, that is a red flag. And that is that damage for Lando Norris. That's certainly damage, and a...
That Renault driver really just did a barrel roll on the racetrack. Suspension failures always result in dangerous crashes.
There for the Toro Rosso. Now what happened here?
Something definitely broke on the car.
Red flag, session stopped. Brendan Hartley going into reaction, something broke on the car.
Yeah. Oh, it's a front left that failed in a big way as soon as he hit the brakes.
Yeah. I've not seen something like...
Well, that's one way to take your championship rival out.
Prost has taken the advantage. Senna is trying to go through on the inside, and it's happened immediately. This is amazing. Senna goes off at the first corner, but what has happened to Prost? He has gone off too. Well,
that is certainly not how one would like to start a race.
Big crash at the back, and that is the Alfa Romeo, and also the Haas of Kevin Magnussen. And we've got another safety car coming our way.
This will take some clearing up. There's a lot of debris on the track. Hopefully the drivers are okay, but Bottas did bolt.
You got a feel for that Williams driver.
It crashes Brendan Hartley, and he's got tangled up with Lance Stroll. And coming out of that chicane, Hartley got...
That Red Bull driver really deserved better as he was on track for the podium finish.
Fence by way round. Norris goes the long way round on Perez.
No, but
and again, no, with Car's touch. And the podium that looked a certainty has been wiped. Hamilton's fault once again.
There was no way he could avoid the loose wheel from the other car.
Right, now we're on board with Giovinazzi Wolf. And that, you can see George Russell trying to get out of the way, but...
I don't think he hit Giovinazzi. I think
no, he didn't. I think he was already going off.
He already had... Was he?
This is what happens when both drivers are pushing to their limit.
Angle. It was a little jink right and left, wasn't it?
Yep.
Absolutely top speed there, 295 kilometers per hour.
And we're going to get a safety car now, because that's Valtteri Bottas. Believes that it was Valtteri's fault.
I got the slipstream, I pulled out, and just as I thought...
YouTube thinks that you'll love this video. Let's see if they're right.